Huh? Hiroko. I didn't see Hiroko on the roof, even though she said she'd be waiting here for me. Unless she went back to her room. Over here, Takumi. Oh, we're sitting on the edge. Ooh. I turned toward the direction of the voice and saw Hiroko seated on the ledge. She was staring intently at something. I followed her gaze and... there was the artificial satellite floating in the sky.
Do you long to see the people living there again?
Her question was sudden and unexpected.
Of course I do. That's what I'm fighting so hard for.
Yes, you would be right. We're all fighting here because there are people we want to see again. We'll be able to go back to them after this war ends. That's what motivates us to keep going. In other words, that's why we're so determined not to die here. Darumi has none of that. She's got nowhere to return to.
Nowhere? Surely she has family who can take her in.
Not all families are worth going back to. Not that I expect you to understand.
She was right. I didn't understand. I have a loving family at home, even though my mom wishes she had a daughter rather than a son, but that's besides the point.
Takumi, do you know why Darumi is so enamored with killing games?
No?
It's very simple. She grew up in an environment that was like a killing game in itself. If she'd let her guard down, even for a brief moment, she'd be abused by her parents or teachers. Punishment awaited her at every turn for no reason other than the adults in her life having a bad day. None of the grown-ups who were supposed to be looking out for her reached out to help in her time of need. You see? Just like a killing game, right?
I had an inkling Darumi may not have come from the best family environment, but I had no idea it was that bad. She wasn't kidding about that.
And when you go through life living like that, you can't help but wonder, why only me?
Yeah. That's understandable.
Why am I the only one suffering like this? Why can't everyone suffer together with me? Young and old, male and female. We should all suffer together. Use up our lives, our very existences, to entertain ourselves through misery. That's why she loves her killing game so much. It's the closest thing to her ideal world she can find.
So she was being dead serious when she talked about wanting to start a killing game.
Dead and buried 6 feet underground. She would have given her life for it.
What sort of mentality could drive a person to be this desperate for a killing game to begin?
Her wish to see the whole world turn into a killing game was never going to come true under normal circumstances. But as fate decreed, that wish somehow actually did come true.
When the sponsor showed up, the sponsor of the killing game suddenly appeared in midair one day. Dorothy must have felt like her childhood dream was finally coming true.
She's on Cloud 9 right now, living out a dream that once seemed impossible to achieve. And she intends to die in it. After playing to her heart's content.
die? Even though her dream finally came true.
Exactly. Now that her dream has come true, she has nothing to live for anymore.
She didn't look like someone who wanted to die, though. The few times I've seen her outside the academy.
In fact, you guys were slaughtering the school invaders together, quite enthusiastically. Someone who fought with such wanton abandon in a situation where there was no one coming back from death couldn't exactly be mentally sound now, could they? She was right. Someone with normal sensitivities would be at least more cautious about this.
Without me keeping a close eye on her, she'll be running headlong into the largest group of invaders she can find. If I don't keep forcing her to return together, she'll keep on fighting, even past her limits. Even after returning, she always wants to go right back out to continue the hunt. She's basically committing slow suicide. I can't take my eyes off her for a minute.
Interesting.
Is that why you're so insistent on bringing her along for tomorrow's operation?
I just don't want to leave her alone to her own devices. A short while's fine, but I get the feeling we may be taking a while tomorrow. I have to take her along, if I don't want to come back to a dead Darumi. This whole plan would be pointless if even one person dies.
Was completely dumbfounded. Hiroko was serious about saving everybody's lives. But then again, Hiroko had always been like that, even the last time. Yeah, she wanted everyone to live. She ensured no one got left behind by snatching them from the jaws of death, even if it meant taking their place. Her tenacity in this aspect had saved me, and was now saving Darumi. My body trembled involuntarily when I realized the depths of Hiroko's determination. I had to admit it. She was the real hero here. I feel bad for Darumi, but this game needs to end. The sooner the better. She's never going to come to her senses unless she first wakes up from the sham of her dream. I'm begging you here, Takumi. Help me out tomorrow. Yeah, of course. How could I possibly turn down a request from this awesome hero standing before me? I'll convince Igama to help as well. Can't believe he'll turn us down after I explain the situation to him. The four of us will rampage through town together tomorrow and put an end to the invader hunt. What was there a flash there? We both stretched out a hand spontaneously and exchanged a firm, solemn handshake. The only thing going through my mind at that time was what I could do to protect Hiriko's kind-hearted resolve. We'd work together and defeat the sponsor, and then let's all get to day 100 together. But I was too naive. Kind-heartedness had no place on the battlefield, because it was Hiroko's kind-heartedness that led her to end up like that.
Hiroko!
Oh no. Well, great. She's lying on the ground with the blood pouring out of her back. This is a mortal wound. There's no way she can recover from this. The attacker, if I remember correctly, is the
Squad 3 Commander!
Adamakyo. What is the commander doing here? Why is Hiroko lying in a pool of her own blood? Was she defeated by that commander? No, Darumi was jumping into danger and Hiroko stopped it. Nothing was making sense. My mind was in a state of confusion.
How did this happen?
But then I've been proceeding smoothly. We set off early, reached a part of town south of the school, and started doing battle. Using the flashiest skills we had in our arsenal, we hunted down every invader in the area. This was to draw the Flying Bee's attention to us. Sometime after the battle began, Hiroko secretly left the area like she had planned in order to secure the spare suit. The bees were struggling to count the points Yagamo and I were racking up. It didn't seem they had noticed her sudden absence. Felt like the plan was actually going to work. All we had to do was wait for Hiroko to return with the suit, and that would lead us to victory. Then something unexpected happened. Took my eyes off Darumi, who had been fighting with us for only a short while, and she vanished in the moment. She probably got overly excited and decided to expand her hunting territory. I panicked. Hiroko would be heartbroken if anything happened to Darumi. I ran through the vicinity in a desperate attempt to locate her, all the while imploring her in my heart not to do anything reckless that might end up making Hiroko sad. I was praying hard for her safety. Just as I finally caught sight of Darumi on the other side of some rubble, the unthinkable happened. Couldn't make head nor tail of a sense of how hard I stared at it.
Why? Why? Why is this happening? Get a hold of yourself, Takumi.
I snapped back to my senses at Yagamu's yelling. Yagamu, Hiroko's down, most likely by a commander. Yagamu's face twisted in a hateful scowl when he turned to look at the commander. That's why I didn't want Darumi to come along. She's too high profile in lots of ways. You can't blame the enemy for zeroing in on such an attention-grabbing target on the battlefield. I'd wager Commander attacked Darumi first in this case. And when Hiroko tried to help her, his commander attacked Darumi as she was rampaging around. When Hiroko tried to help, she got struck down instead. What do we do now? We can't save. How can we save them both? Run away. That's what the operation failed. We can't just abandon them. There's nothing we can do with this turn the tide of this battle, especially not against the commander. We'll be fine. It's just Adamaku. We're fine. We need to survive so that way we can carry on Hiroko's will. Yagamu's decision was sound. The best outcome we could have hoped for right now is avoiding all of us dying. Did I really want that? What was the point of surviving if I had abandoned a friend to do it? Abandon Hiroko and Darumi to escape and wait for another chance to jump in and save them without caring about the commanders. Consequences. Sorry, Yagamu. Yes. I'm going to save those two. You better get out of here before the commander notices you. Don't be crazy, Takumi. You won't accomplish anything dying here. I know. You're absolutely right, but...
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Samino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
Hiroko put her trust in me. I won't abandon her now. Cleared my mind with the battle cry and charged into the fray. Once I reached Hiroko and Darumi, I launched into a painfully one-sided battle against the enemy commander. Ooh, we are. Oh, hey, Takumi. You're here to save us, huh? Thanks, brah. Hate to disappoint you after you came out this way. We're totally headed for a game over here. Mistress Hiroko's already out of action, and I'm basically about to keel over too. Looks like we bought ourselves a one-way ticket to hell. How don't we just accept it and all die together? You got the energy to talk, you can still fight. Take it out on the weaker enemies first. You got it, boss.
go. Let's do this. Time to use it. Ready when you are. Here! Here we go. Yeah! All right.
I wonder how many more can I get? So cool. This'll be perfect. It's as bad as I thought, huh? Stabby, stab, stab! It's too much. Don't touch me! So close to dead. Take that! Uh-oh! Dead already! I can't anymore! Ah! Ow!
I've got this. Let's go. This should do it. Here we go. Ah! My turn. Ah!
Oh, I used the wrong one, dang it.
Here we go.
At this point,
Yeah! Got it.
I wonder how many more can I get? Hi-ya!
Ready when you are. Time to use it. Say when. Take this! All right, let's do this. Ha!
I'm out of mana! Looks a little dangerous. Using it!
My turn. Take this! Got it! I've got this. Not bad.
Adamaku is just not doing anything. So we can just build up a bunch of AP and just go gung-ho. Oh, 15's the max. Oh, okay. Now we can kill.
Say when. This should do it.
15's plenty.
My turn. Yeah! Good to go. Ha! My turn. That's it. I've got this. There.
Impact stab, go.
Ready when you are. Ha!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, game, really? Anyone else get defend? His commander's just playing with us.
Ooh.
He's not even attacking, he's just standing there all menacing like. I guess he knows he doesn't need to get involved directly. We're already outnumbered and outclassed. It's only a matter of time until they overwhelm us. Dang it. Hey, Gamu. You really are too dumb to live sometimes. Do you really think you could take a commander with just the two of you? We were gonna win, Yagamu. I was about to own that mother trucker. Yagamu, what are you doing here? I told you to run. I'm just making the most logical choice I can. We can't afford to lose you, Takumi. We'll have no chance of winning if this war if you do. That means our only choice is to do something about this guy, or we can get away. It wasn't much of a plan, but at least we had hope with the three of us. We might just be able to pull it off. Let's do it, guys. Give it everything you've got and take him down.
Let's do this! Gotta push it! I've got this! Take that! All right, here we go. Time for me to move. Experiment time. I can't wait.
Let's do it to it! Okay! Yep, right there!
Okay, Adamaki's actually moving around.
Damn it! Not bad.
So annoying!
with power! Say when.
Here we go! Yeah! Fine. Seriously, get away from me! Bye-bye. Let's go!
I'm good to go. Experiment time. Stubborn, aren't they? I'm exhausted. I never thought they'd be this good. This'll do. I've still got some kills in me. I'm not finished yet. I'll just put this here. I've still got some kills. I'm not finished yet. Such a beautiful death. Not bad. I'm spent. We'd better fall back.
Hang it, hit him in his stupid double tax. But so we can get 11. Actually, yeah, no, we win. We're fine.
I've got this. Harder. Ready when you are. Not bad. Here we go. Harder. Say when. My turn. Time to use it. Let's do this. Ha! Here we go. Say when. I've got this.
Oh.
I won't be the one who dies next time.
It's no use. He's too strong. The heck do you mean he's too strong? The heck do you mean? I was about to win. He really is just playing with us. An extra fighter or two is not gonna make any difference. Oh, for the love of murder, if he's going to kill us anyway, he could at least go all out too. He's half baking it. It makes the whole thing feel cheap. This is why I hate fighting invaders. Don't give up. There has to be something we can do.
Nah, dude, we're done. Let's try it one last time and get blown to smithereens. I just wanted to go out like a bunch of dirty fireworks.
We're all out of options. We're really gonna die here? This one seemed all hope was lost.
Take my cryptoglobin.
No, no. I heard Hiriko's voice, faint and weak, but still determined on my comm channel. No, I don't want to. I don't wanna. Hiriko, I thought you were passed out. Never mind that. Just absorb my cryptoglobin. It's the only way. Absorb your cryptoglobin? What are you talking about? I'm not being clear enough. I want you to kill me. If I'm going to die anyway, you may as well take my power and save yourself. But you're my friend. I could never kill you. I may die, but you'll still have hope. You'll still have the spare suit. Use it to figure out who's the sponsor's secret and defeat them. Kill me so you can survive. You can't be serious. There's no way I can do this. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Do it now. Take my power and survive. Darumi. For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Darumi had thrust a knife into Hiriko's back.
Mistress Hiriko! Mistress Hiriko! Your power flowing into me! I can feel you inside me! Ah!
I tried to stop her, but it was too late. As Darumi absorbed more and more of her blood, Hiriko's body began to shrivel and dry up.
I mean, I never felt this kind of energy before. I'm in this zone now. I feel like I can fly, like I can do anything. Yeah.
Darumi threw back her head and let out a crazed cry of elation, totally at odds with what would just happen. Don't you realize what you've just done, Darumi? You just killed Hiriko. Save the reclamations for later, Takumi. Now that it's reached this point, we have to see it through. But Hiriko is... Darumi's overflowing with power right now. She might actually be able to beat that commander. Yugamu was right. Darumi was stronger than ever. She rushed around the battlefield like a berserker, swinging her weapon in every direction, and charging at the commander without the slightest trace of fear.
Yeah, you can stab me now.
By the time we were able to take stock of the surroundings, we realized the commander was no longer there. Did he just leave? Yeah, seems that way. He probably saw us absorbing cryptoglobin and ran away, so we didn't do it to him. Had we really won? Somehow it didn't feel right. Relax, he's gone. I don't sense a trace of his presence anymore. Also, the thing Hiriko gave her life to get us is still here, and is still intact. Yugamu held up the suitcase Hiriko had brought from the school. It's most likely the sponsor's suit was inside it. We've done what we set out to do. Make no mistake, this was a win for us. It's just... we had to pay a pretty big price for it. Yugamu's gaze wandered to Hiriko's body. It was bad enough that she sustained fatal damage trying to bail Darumi out. And her cryptoglobin was absorbed by the very person whose life she'd saved. As for Darumi herself, she was just staring blankly up at the sky. can only imagine how she felt having just killed someone who'd been like a sister to her. Before I could say anything,
Yeah.
Darumi. Her eyes rolled to the back of her head and she fell to the ground.
Ah.
Looks like she finally ran out of steam. You'll have to carry her for now, Takumi. I'll dig a grave for Hiroko. Here's a good resting place as any. Yugamo began digging with an old piece of wood, and when the hole was big enough, he gently lowered Hiroko's body into the ground.
Hiroko. I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
We could have. The game just said no, Takumi. The game just said, nope. We're going to cut you out of your battle. You're doing too good. We need to progress the stories the way we want. You're not going to be able to win this fight, right? But I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll use the suit you worked so hard to get to figure out the sponsor's weakness, and then...
I'll defeat them and end this game. I promise.
We returned to the school determined to carry on what Hiroko had started. Unfortunately, sponsor is going to take the case from us, isn't he? I have no idea where to start with tech this weird. Gum and I had gone back to my room to look at the suit, but looking at it was about all we could do. Neither of us knew anything about electronics or wearable technology, or whatever it was that made the suits tick. Analyzing how it worked and how to get past its defenses was going to be hard, if not impossible. Well, it's a protective suit made out of some kind of specialized material. That's about all I can say. Yeah, I can't figure out anything else, either. How can something this flimsy block our attack so completely? We worked so hard to get it. This feels like such a waste.
Hey!
If only we had someone's actual engineering knowledge on our side. Hey, Tsubasa? As if the answer to my expected cry.
Ah.
Someone's here at this hour? You don't think it's a sponsor, do you?
Ah.
It's not totally out of the question. They might have realized we got our hands on the suit, just like theirs. The bell rang again. Pretending I wasn't here, Here only put off the inevitable. The sponsor was relentless. I was going to die anyway. I might as well put up a fight here and now. Took a deep breath and opened the door. Tsubasa. Definitely hadn't expected to see her standing on the other side. Since this game began, everyone except Yugamo and Hiroko had been keeping their distance from me. Tsubasa's eyes were downcast. She looked like she might start to cry at any moment. Hey, what's wrong? Howdy, Tsubasa. You're looking pretty grief-ridden in this evening. Is something bothering you? We'd be glad to listen if you want to talk about it. I have a feeling we're not the kind of people you really want to confide in, though. Yugamo's laid-back attitude did nothing to put Tsubasa at ease. Eventually, she did speak up on her own.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry.
And all of a sudden, she burst into tears. Calm down, Tsubasa. What's all this about? What are you apologizing for? Is it because you didn't let me join your team? You don't have to worry about that. I'm doing fine. No, that's not it. Oh, she saw Hiroko die. I was there, Takumi. When Hiroko was fighting that commander, I was watching the whole thing. And she probably was too scared to come help too.
Huh?
Tsubasa was there too. I wanted to help. If I'd activated my hemo anima, I could have used my car to get Hiroko and Darumi out of there and bring them back to the school. But I was so scared I couldn't move. And while I was wondering what I should do, Hiroko got wounded and then she... I'm sorry, Hiroko. I'm sorry, Takumi. I just stood there and let her die. I know apologizing won't fix this, but... I had no idea what to say. I knew all too well how much it hurt not being able to save someone. That's why I knew nothing I could say to take away the pain, but before I could even try. You're right, Tsubasa. A simple apology isn't going to cut it. Yugamu got there first, speaking in a harsh tone I hadn't heard him use before. Is he gonna be like, okay, to pay for your dues, you have to investigate this suit for us? That makes the most amount of sense. You didn't save Hiriko when you had the chance. That also put our lives in danger. That's not the kind of crime you can just wipe clean. Letting someone die is basically the same as killing them. And you had the gall to give Takumi the cold shoulder. The least you could still shred a human decency in him. That's more than I can say for you. Yugamu, I know you're mad, but this is going too far. Tsubasa already feels terrible. She doesn't need you making it worse.
No, it's fine, Takumi. He's right. I'm always like this. Whenever there's any kind of conflict, I just go with the crowd. When Gaku died, I suspected you because that's what everyone else was doing. It was the same when we decided to form teams. Everyone said to stay away from you, so that's what I did too. I never stand up and make important decisions for myself. And now, Hiriko died because of me. Darumi's probably heartbroken too. I could have stopped all that from happening.
Wow, she really did see everything. She's probably still in shock.
I'm a terrible person, aren't I? Treating my friends' lives with so little respect. It's so disgusting it makes me want to puke.
Tsubasa didn't stop dry heaving. She vomited all over the floor. Tears still streaming down her face.
You're amazing, Takumi. You jumped right in to fight that commander and try to save Hiriko. Can't believe I've been so awful to you all this time. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Takumi, for everything.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't ready to completely forgive Tsubasa and call it water under the bridge. But I wasn't going to hold anything against her. Not she was already suffering this much. Just the thought that I was still so capable of some kind of compassion was a comfort in itself. You can cry all you want. It's not going to erase what you did. The world wouldn't need the police if atonement was that easy. What's with you today, Yugamu? Tsubasa's made some mistakes. You don't need to be so hard on her. Tsubasa, if you really want to make up for letting Hiriko die, there's just one way.
Indirectly or not, you caused a death. Now you have a duty to save lives instead.
Save lives? But how do I...
Just a suggestion, but how about you join up with me and Takumi? We're working together on something that could save everyone, and we just so happen to need somebody with your particular skill set. It's kind of like carrying on Hiriko's legacy too. This is what she gave her life for. Of course, it'll mean putting yourself in a lot of danger, but what do you say? Will you help us? Tsubasa didn't say anything for a while. She just stood there, staring at her feet.
Yeah, what do you say to that?
Then she nodded, as if she'd come to an important decision.
Okay, I don't know what you guys are up to, but if I can save everyone, I'm in. What do you want me to do?
When Tsubasa said that, Yugama turned to me and winked.
Huh?
Now it makes sense. He made her feel worse so she'd feel like she had no choice but to join us to atone.
He's like, hey, see, we got this.
I can't say that I like that he manipulated her feelings like that, but we do need all the help we can get. Here's how it is, Tsubasa. Remember how I asked you about about the sponsor's identity? Yeah, that was part of this. It was like we were already planting the seeds for you, doing it from the start. I told Tsubasa all about our secret plans. That we'd form an alliance to take down the sponsor and end the game. And now, thanks to Hiroko, we had a spare of the kind of suit the sponsor wore.
A spare suit? Whoa. It's a real thing. I see. Hiroko risked everything to get this for us.
Huh?
Yeah, but the stuff isn't really on our area. We had no idea what we're supposed to do with it to learn anything useful. What do you think, Tsubasa? Do we need some kind of special machinery to analyze this thing or what? Maybe we should take it to the metal shop. We don't want anyone to find out we've got this, though.
Somewhere we can investigate it without being seen, huh? I might be able to help with that. You see, there's a secret lab I'm pretty sure no one else knows about. When you guys see it, it'll knock your socks off.
Is she talking about that hidden room? How did she find it? It's that crazy?
You understand once we get there. Come on, I'll take you there. Now follow me.
We gathered a suit and left my room, letting Tsubasa lead the way to the secret lab she'd found. Oh, she means here. We arrived at the raised stage area in the gym. Is this your secret lab? I guess people don't come here all that often.
Back up, guys. You're gonna fall. Go stand by the edge for a sec.
Fall? Fall where? Tsubasa shooed us to the edge of the stage and knelt down and began pulling up a broken floorboard. All at once, the board came loose and then... a hole. Peeling back that one board had somehow made a huge hole appear in the stage.
I happened to find a map of this room when I was fixing the course recovery drone program using a war room computer. Sorry to kept this a secret all this time. I always wanted a place like where I could have all to myself.
No, you made the right call. Now we have somewhere we can talk without worrying about being overheard.
I'm gonna warn you, try not to be shocked by what you see in there. Even if you are, try not to scream. It's like an echo chamber down there.
Shocked? Scream? What in the world is in this lab?
I don't know if I can explain it all well. It'll be easier just to show you. There's a ladder leading down. Come on, before anyone sees us.
Sure. We followed Tsubasa down the ladder into the secret basement room. Sure enough, what greeted us at the bottom was something I'd never imagined. I had to hold myself back from letting a wordless cry of surprise inside the lab. Inside the lab was such a large machine that looked like some kind of spaceship. This is the escape pod. I'd seen it before, of course. At the end of my first 100 days here, but I never expected to see it here like this.
Yeah, I was shocked when I first saw it too. I knew it must be the pod you told us about. This place is probably designed to store it safely until it's needed.
Is there any chance you can get it working now?
I thought of that, but it's no good. It's locked up tight and there's no way to get in. Could probably force it open, but I can't exactly go into space with a damaged door.
Must have some security measures from stopping anyone from using it before day 100. It's the only time we're allowed to leave the school. Well, we can think about the pod later. Let's concentrate on the suit for now. You need any machinery from the metal shop. We can go get it for you.
No, I should be fine. There's plenty of gear in here for me to get started.
I looked around the lab. It was full of miscellaneous machines and equipment. Probably stuff Tsubasa had brought in already. There were also a lot of weapons for some reason.
I figured I'd make those and keep them here for emergencies, just in case we needed to hold up in here. I snuck some food supplies in too. Help yourself if you get hungry.
It's a real stronghold down here. It'll make for the perfect HQ for the anti-sponsor alliance. So how are we going to investigate the suit's capabilities? You got any experiments in mind?
You basically want to know how to break through the suit defenses, right? Fastest way to figure that is to try a bunch of stress tests to see how it holds up. By testing its resistance to stretching, pressure, and plastic deformation, you can start getting a better idea of its fracture toughness.
Deformation. Fracture. Some of those terms were lost to me, but at least one of us knew what they were doing. Okay, well, let's get started. Figuring out the suit weakness is only the first step. Once we've done that, we're taking the sponsor down. Spent the rest of the night testing and analyzing the suit in any way we could. Made my way to the leader lounge, where the sponsor was loafing around as usual. Hey, Takumi Samino, what are you doing here so early? Did you miss me? You could say that I wanted to see you anyway. You have time to talk. Hardly a respectful attitude to take towards someone in my position. But I'll allow it. You are one of the most accomplished hunters, after all. Hunter? Me? No need to be modest. Just take a look at the results. They speak for themselves. Sponsor gestured to one of the bees that brought up the display of the leaderboard.
I honestly didn't expect you to gain this much of a lead so quickly. The advent of a dark horse like yourself makes this game that much more exciting.
At some point, I made it all the way to number 2 in the rankings. Yuriko had been at number 1 all this time, and now that she's dead, I was catching up. You've made impressive contributions to my little game. I was just thinking you deserve some kind of reward. A reward, huh? Since we're here, how about you play a game with me? Very well. Is that what you want? What shall we play? As I said before, I'm grateful to you for becoming such an accomplished hunter. I'm even willing to turn a blind eye if you want to bend the rules a little. And that actually helps a lot, because what I want is a duel to death. I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna win, and then I'm ending this stupid game of yours once and for all. So it's come to this. Very well, activate your class armor and hemo anima. Attack me all you want, your sword is no more threat to me than a blade of grass. Sponsor clearly didn't consider themselves in any danger. They stood there radiating absolute confidence, knowing that nothing I could do would hurt them. Nice of you to be so laid back about it, but I won't be attacking with my sword. I'll be using this crossbow. Brought out a crossbow Tsubasa had made was a gift-o-matic. Normally, using a conventional weapon like this would be pointless, especially against an invincible opponent like the sponsor. Fool, what are you thinking? Turning something like that on me. Such insolence I will not stand. A hunter should use hemo anima. Just like that, the sponsor's confident demeanor vanished and began to panic. Looks like I was right about the suit's weakness. Fire it! Don't lollygag, just fire it immediately. Don't give him a chance to defend himself, bro. We performed every kind of stress test we could think of on the spare suit last night. We discovered something very interesting. I knew it. The suit isn't actually all that strong. It'll distort just a little force, and it's not that much tougher than a regular protective suit. A long knife or something could probably cut through it pretty easily. That doesn't make sense, though. The suit's that weak. Why didn't our attacks have work on him? Is the spare one a fake, maybe? Is it actually different from the sponsor's one? No, it's a real thing. The material is the same as what the sponsor wears. Anyway. So why is this one so much weaker? I think it's not weak so much as it's built for a purpose. What do you mean? Ever since I saw this suit, something about it's been bothering me. It looks like some kind of protective gear. So what is it supposed to protect the wearer from? I'm not sure I follow. It's specifically built to cancel out hemoanima. Not sure I follow. Workers at nuclear power plants wear suits to protect themselves from radiation, right? And firefighters have ones to protect them from high temperatures, and divers have ones for water pressure. Protective suits are made for specific hazards in mind. Stuff that's only a threat in certain environments and scenarios. They're not allowed to use outside of those scenarios. Have you ever felt an actual radiation suit? They're basically paper thin. Think the same as this suit. It's designed to protect against one particular threat and nothing else. Protective gear from a specific threat. Desiree tried to think over what Tsubasa had said and what it could mean. What kind of scenario was the suit built for? It was obvious enough, to protect a sponsor from our attacks. The first time we fought them, we attacked every bit of hemoanima we could muster. But at the end of our assault, the sponsor was still standing, without having taken the slightest bit of damage. Just like our attacks, our hemoanima had no effect at all. And then it hit me like a bolt out from the blue. I knew what the suit was for. I knew what threat it was guarding against. Of course, the suit is... The suit is designed to repel any and all hemoanima attacks. But the trade-off is that it's weak against regular attacks, isn't it? You're letting your imagination run wild. I'm invincible. Your pitiful intellect cannot hope to understand my power. Sponsor's voice was calm. They were clearly shaken. I had no doubt I was right about this.
Hey!
I only wish I'd noticed it sooner. Suit only blocked hemoanima attacks, not physical ones. Such a simple weakness, but I couldn't see why I hadn't thought of it until now. First encounter with the sponsor had totally demoralized us. We attacked them with everything we had, our very strongest attacks. Not one of them had worked. This person is invincible. It's no use trying to fight them. That was the idea that had been planted in our heads at that day. After sowing that seed of doubt, we all accepted we had no choice but to do what the sponsor said. But now we know the truth. Once the trick is exposed, the con artist behind it is finished, just like this game. I'm warning you, Takumi. Stand down, and we can all forget this ever happened. This is for my friends. I pulled the trigger and fired off 3 arrows in quick succession. They pierced the suit and buried themselves in the sponsor's body. There was no hiding it now. My attack had clearly done damage. There were holes in the suit now. We weren't dealing with an invincible opponent anymore.
We did it! Did you see Hideko? We broke through the sponsor's defenses.
But he's not done for yet, is he? Not bad, Tsukumi Sumino. I'll confess, I didn't think you'd ever figure out the secret of the suit. For this, at least, I must congratulate you. Gee, thanks, it's an honor. But it's your death I want, not your compliments. Me? Die? Don't be ridiculous. This game has only just begun. And you're forgetting something, Takumi. This suit isn't the only weapon I have at my disposal. I still have... Heard a familiar cacophony of buzzing beating wings that flew down from the ceiling. They sounded angry. I'd broken a rule after all. I'd injured the sponsor. My suit may not be an immovable object, but my bees are unstoppable as a force of ever. Now, Takumi Sumino, do you think you can defend against this? There's nothing I can do about your bees. They attack now, and be riddled with holes and have every last ounce of my blood drained. If they attacked me, that is. That's why I'm tagging in. Good work, Takumi. You played your part beautifully. Against someone with proper protection, things wouldn't be so simple. What? Who are you? Why do you have that suit? It's me, Yugamo Omokage. Guess you can't tell because of the voice, Apparently, the voice changer came standard with these suits. This one distorted Yugamu's voice, and it sounded just like the sponsors. We decided to borrow one of your precious suits for a little while. It seemed like the best way to stop me from getting turned into a pincushion. The bee's stingers were powerful. That much was true. But that was because they augmented with hemoanima. Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't have quite the hardiness to match. They don't snap out of place even if you look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort at all.
Oh.
It's fragile as life itself. Suit repelled any and all hemoanima attacks. With Yugamu wearing one, the bees were no threat at all. You and your suit have given us a lot of trouble. Now we're using the same technology to defeat you. You know how it is. What goes around comes around. Insolence. I will not stand. Do you realize who I am? I am the one who spreads death across the planet. I, the all-seeing, the all-knowing Grand Game Master I. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut off you off there. We really don't have time to listen to your final monologue. I'll take it from here, Takumi. Go. Right. We both started running. I ran for the door while Yugamu charged right toward the sponsor. The bees dutifully flew in to protect their master, but it was all in vain. Yugamu swatted them aside with one swipe of the arm, killing them instantly. Suit made him the worst possible opponent for them to go up against. Finally, Yugamu reached the sponsor, and then clenched his open fingers to reveal he was holding something. All it takes is one little hole to render the protective gear practically useless. So the first thing we need to do is open a hole in the sponsor's suit. Any of these ranged weapons should be enough to do that. Right. The suit is weak against physical damage. A gun should do the trick. I'm no marksman, though. I'd probably be more likely to hit my target with something like a crossbow. Once the suit is torn, the sponsor won't be immune to cryptoglobin attacks anymore. That's where this comes in. Stuff this bomb in the hole, and the sponsor will get burned to a crisp. Tsubasa held a tiny mechanical sphere. This is filled with the baby's undying flames. All it needs is a little impact to detonate it. It's basically a downgraded version of the one you used on Veshnis. But I could only make one, so we only got one shot at this. If one of these bombs could destroy Veshnis, it could destroy anyone. That included the sponsor, whoever they really were. We had our plan. All that was left to assign roles in the iron out the details. Tsubasa would stand ready with a fire extinguisher outside a leisure lounge in case anything went wrong. I used a crossbow to puncture a hole in the sponsor's suit. And Yugamu would be the one handling the most dangerous part of the plan, the actual detonating the bomb. Are you sure about this, Yugamu? You'll have to get really close to the sponsor to put that bomb in their suit in the first place. If anything goes wrong, you'll be left wide open. Don't worry about that. I'm really good at ramming stuff in holes that look like they'd be too small to fit. Yeah, not surprising. I'm trying to be serious here. I'm gonna have to ask you to stick to the matter at hand. Sure thing, Takumi. Or you can be the one sticking it to me, if you prefer. You know me. I swing both ways. Stay on topic, please. In spite of his usual devil-may-care attitude, I could tell Yugamu was serious. His fists were clenched tight. He was determined to end this game. Even if it meant risking his own life, killing the sponsor, he was prepared to do what needed to be done.
Get away! Don't you dare touch me with those filthy hands!
Undaunted, Yugamu grabbed hold of the sponsor. He slid the miniature bomb into the hole and then... One little hit, and the undying flames enveloped the sponsor's entire body. Our tormentor writhed in pain, convulsing like a crazed dancer. At some point, the sponsor's vocal cords had been burned away. They weren't screaming anymore. They just made hollow crackling noises. Even with the flames eating away at every fiber of their being, the sponsor held on to life as long as he could. But finally... Gee? They let out one last unnatural, inhuman scream. The flames still licking at the body, they collapsed into the floor. Tsubasa and I stepped back into the lounge. As we stood there was Yugamu, watching the sponsor burn. We didn't want to risk taking our eyes off them in case they suddenly came back to life somehow. Fear rooted us to the spot. We had to be sure. We needed to see this person die.
They're really dead now, aren't they?
Yeah, no one could possibly survive that.
Hmm.
And we really won. We won. The moment I said those words, it suddenly felt a lot more real. We'd taken down the invincible sponsor and ended the invader hunt. Huh? Yo, what the heck is all this noise in here? We heard weird noises, a shouting gee or something. It sounded like a nail on a chalkboard.
What was that explosion, too?
The others all came running in. Sponsor's death cries must have echoed throughout the school.
Takumi, Tsubasa, what are you guys doing? Get over here! That's right. You have to get away from that sponsor.
Oh, of course. With Yugama wearing the suit, they think he's the sponsor. Hey guys, you picked the perfect time to join us. Come warm yourselves by the fire. Fire? But it looks like there's a person in there. Vile fiend! Did you incinerate one of our friends for your sick entertainment? This has gone too far. This time the Holy Jumonji Sword will cut you down.
Wait, Kyoshika, I don't think that's the sponsor. It's Yugamu. Now that you mention it, he does sound like him. What's the deal? What's going on here?
If Yugamu's the sponsor,
If Yugamu's the sponsor, and the sponsor Yugamu, then who the heck am I?
Takumi Tsubasa, you got some explaining to do. That's Yugama in the suit. Where'd the real sponsor go? Over there. That burned pile of ash in the fire. Just stay calm, okay? I'll explain everything. Took everyone through what our team had been doing. Starting with me, Yugamo, and Hiroko forming our secret alliance. And how Hiroko somehow knew a way for us to get our hands on a spare version of the suit the sponsor wore. The first mission had succeeded, but at the cost of Hiroko's life. Tsubasa had joined the alliance and figured out the suit's weakness, allowing us to put this plan into action. So you see, we don't have to worry about the scores or executions anymore. It's over. We won. Thought they'd all be happy to hear about this. We just freed them from the life and death struggle we'd been in since the game began, after all. What's the matter, guys? Is it really over, though?
Yeah.
The sponsor was so strong before. It's hard to believe you killed them just like that.
Right, and we didn't see it happen for ourselves.
You don't think we're lying to you, do we?
No, it's not that, it's just... It's more like all this happened so fast and we weren't for so much of it. Doesn't feel real, you know?
And I was the one who was supposed to avenge Lady Kurara. Wow, that's not the reaction I was expecting. I'm not asking for a victory part or anything. Can you at least relax now? The sponsor's gone. Well, this is a real mood killer. You guys are gonna need some time. Let's call it here for the day. We can always accept your praise for adulting later. Things still feeling awkward between us and the other teams. We went our separate ways, and I returned to my room. The morning announcement played just as I got back to my room. Yeah, I guess I should get some rest. I mumbled to myself vaguely and practically threw myself at the bed. The moment my head hit the pillow, I felt a gratifying sense of accomplishment welling up inside me. We did it, Hiroko. We defeated the sponsor. All thanks to you. My grief from losing Hiroko hadn't gone away, but now I knew that she hadn't died in vain. The others would come around. They just needed time to process it. No more turning against each other. No more killing game. No more turning against each other. No more killing game. Why do I feel like this is gonna go wrong? Something's gonna go wrong. Maybe we can finally be a real team again. Maybe even friends. Comforted by that thought, I closed my eyes. From here on, we'd all live fun, peaceful life. That's how I wanted the rest of our 100 days to go. It's not gonna go that way, is it? It's like the better times we had last time around. Maybe we could hold another barbecue party. Or a festival. Maybe we could all go to the beach together. It'd be a nice change of pace. So imagining all those different possibilities, I feel myself drifting off to sleep. But then my doorbell started ringing. Visitor at this hour? I don't even feel like getting out of bed right now. I had to pretend I hadn't heard it. Whoever it was and whatever they wanted, it could wait. My dreams were calling me. Didn't go away. I'm going to keep pressing this button. Alright, I'm coming. Dragged my tired body out of bed and stumbled over to the door and I opened it.
Huh?
Yugamu, what are you doing here? You interrupted my sleep. Please don't tell me you want to hold another meeting. You know, do it tomorrow. Sorry, Takumi. I think it might be a little too soon for us to be celebrating. What? What does that mean? The sponsor is dead. We made sure of that. Three of us had stood watching as the master of the killing game burned away to ashes. There was absolutely no way he could still be alive. The sponsor is dead, all right, but the bees are a different story. While we were fixated on watching the sponsor die, they all flew off. Some of them might still be lurking in the school somewhere. But now that the sponsor's not here to control them anymore, wouldn't they just leave? The thing about the bees is, they don't like to change their habits all that much. We're better off getting rid of them here and now so they don't start building nests and breeding. Great, so now we're exterminators. Wish I could put off the job until later. I knew I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt because of those bees. Alright, I guess I should go look for them. How are we gonna do this? I'll handle the schoolyard and the rooms on the first floor. You take the second and third. If you hear even the tiniest hint of buzzing, get out of there and come find me. I'll put on the suit and take them out. Yugami still had the protective suit Hiroko had gotten us. At least with that around, there was no danger of the human anima augmented insects killing us. With that, Yugamo and I set out to check the campus for bees. I shouldn't just wander around at random. I'll see if everyone's okay and ask if they've seen anything first. Eva sat in her cage looking as dejected as ever as I left her earlier. She was probably still in shock at not being allowed her mask back. Oh, Takumi. Perfect timing. For what? Kyoshika has something she wants to say to you. Don't you, Kyoshika? Nozumi pushed Kyoshika forward. Sir Takumi, for avenging Lady Kurara's death, well... And for my rudeness up until now, that is to say, I'm... Kyoshika trailed off, unable to look me in the eye. An awkward silence stretched out between us. Sorry, Takumi. I think Kyoshika needs more time to get her head together. She wants to apologize to you, but she's not sure how or where to start. It's fine. She really doesn't have to apologize. It's all in the past now.
It's nice of you to say that, but this is something she needs to do before we can put it behind us. Just give her a little more time, okay?
That's fine by me. Sure, whatever you need. You know where to find me. Somewhere in the school. After that awkward phrase that we were calling a Grim Reaper, I was finally back to being able to talk to Nozomi and Kyoshika normally again. I found myself getting a little choked up. All that hard work defeating the sponsor had been so worth it.
Hey, how's it going, Camp?
What? What's that all about?
Takumi, thank you so much for taking down that scumbag who killed Karara. So happy tears of joy just won't stop coming out. You're my absolute hero now. The best wrestler ever. Instant Hall of Famer, no question.
I'm not a wrestler, though. Oh well. It's nice to see her go so happy. Hey, Moko. We're checking to see if any of the sponsors' bees are still... Moko?
Firecracker, boom sizzle. Every hustle, whoa. Victory!
Moko might be a little too happy. I don't think I'll be getting any useful information out of her.
What? The sponsors' bees are still alive?
Ah.
Well, I said they might be. I hope we're wrong. We have to make sure.
Ah.
Can you think of anywhere they might be able to hide, Tsubasa?
Honestly, I don't know. This is relevant, but since you're asking. I did hear some noises coming from the roof on the first floor. You know, the one with the strange machines.
Ah.
What kind of noises exactly?
It all sounded like people talking. But there's no way they'd be hiding out in a creepy place like that, right? You know what? It was probably just my imagination. It didn't sound like anything like beasts anyway.
Room with strange machines. It's probably nothing, but I'll check it out just in case. Sponsor hasn't shown up here all day.
Huh?
Level with me, Takumi. Were you serious? Did you really kill him?
Ah.
Yeah, I didn't do it alone though. Yugama Tsubasa and even Hiroko put their lives on the line to make this plan a success. And now the sponsor is gone, we don't have to compete against each other anymore. Loosen up, Takamaru. You're allowed to be happy if the invader hunt is over.
You idiot! I ain't got no right to be happy at a time like this.
What do you mean?
I'm so dang pathetic. I pushed you away, talked all that crap about you being shady, and then went ahead and let you do all the hard work and save our butts. Really, I hate myself so much, I wish I could have dropped dead.
Don't say that, you survived the killing game. Your life is precious.
What's so precious about a life you gotta live in shame? Sorry, man. I can't be around you right now. And hey, sorry about all that stuff. I'll find a way to make it up to you.
He's such a sweetheart.
Huh?
You really don't need to do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whoa, what's this all of a sudden?
If you hadn't ended a killing game, I would have been the one getting executed at this end of this round. But if you didn't sponsor, you saved my life, Takumi. I never got the chance to thank you this morning, so now I got to make that up for that. You've given the Dust Bunny like me a second chance at life. I'm eternally grateful.
It's okay, Shoma. Really, I mean, it was a victory for all of us. By the way, have you seen any of the sponsors' bees around today?
Thank you.
Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any useful information out of him.
Huh?
You're still here, Yugamu? Are you going to search the first floor?
Ah.
I thought I'd check on Doremi before I start. She's still out cold, you know, slumbering away like an enchanted princess.
Ah.
Guess she must have taken a lot of damage fighting that commander.
Ah.
Yeah, not physical damage either. She did murder the one person she cared about with her own two hands, after all. Right. There's no other way out of that situation. Doremi still killed Hiroko. Maybe she was in shock, staying unconscious to avoid dealing with the guilt of the pain of the act. I've got to wonder what effect Hiroko's cryptoglobin is going to have on Doremi going forward. Is it going to be a real blast finding out? Everybody seems to be okay, but I didn't get any hints about the bees. Closest thing was that Tsubasa told me about that room. She said she heard people talking inside. Maybe the bees buzzing and wing beats just sounded like voices through the door. Made my way to a weird room to check it out, just in case. What I saw there was...
Yeah.
Couldn't believe what I was seeing. Strange sound behind the door wasn't bees. It was the sponsors who was supposed to be dead. There were 2 of them.
Yeah.
How? Or were they still alive? If I don't stop them, the killing game will start over again. But I can't fight them alone. Go find Yugamu first. Quickly rolled around running for the exit. However, I was suddenly tackled and pinned to the floor.
Hey! Let me go!
Can't let them kill me. If I let them run loose into school, more of my friends will end up dead. You get away and tell everybody they're here.
Gah!
Felt a sharp pain in my nape. Did I get injected with something? As soon as I felt it. My vision turned hazy. My consciousness started to fade. No, I can't pass out now. Everyone will die. We have nothing to do with the invader hunt. I heard someone mutter those words in my ear. Or at least, I thought I did. My back hurts. For some reason, my bed feels really hard today. I fall out of bed at some point and spend the rest of the night on the floor. This isn't my room. I opened my eyes and looked around. I was in a room with the weird machines. What am I doing in here? Why was I waking up in a creepy place like this? I had no reason to be here, did I? Wait, now I remember. Yugamo asked me to help her look for the bees. My memory's coming back to me now. I was looking around the school, making sure the sponsors' insects weren't still lurking somewhere. But I couldn't remember anything from after I came to this room. It was all blank. Was somebody else in here? Did they attack me? If anyone or anything had reason to attack me, it would be the bees. I was one of the people responsible for the master's deaths, after all. They wanted revenge. But if that's what happened, Yugamu, Tsubasa, the bees could be after them as well. I dashed out of the room in a panic. Ran all over the school looking for my friends. I checked both the rooms and the classrooms and the library, and then finally... Tsubasa, Yugamu, you're okay. I've been looking for you everywhere. I opened the door to the cafeteria to see the 2 of them sitting there eating and talking like nothing was wrong.
Huh? What's up, Takumi? You're sweating like crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, you look more excited than a girl in the heat. You're both fine. I'm worried over nothing, thank goodness. Jeez, don't scare me like that.
I think we should be the ones saying that to you. Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well join us in a strategy meeting. Yugamo and I were just talking about how to organize the search for the QB liquid.
Huh?
The what? What are you talking about?
QB liquid, come on, you can't have forgotten already.
Huh?
Forgotten? Never heard of this stuff before.
For real, but I explained it to you like this morning.
Uh-oh. This morning? We were fighting a sponsor this morning.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday? Something wasn't right here. We got the spare suit yesterday, and then this morning we defeated the sponsor. Hey Takumi, what day do you think it is? It's day 31 of...
Day 32, Takumi.
Huh? No, that couldn't be right. Today was day 32. That would mean I spent an entire day lying unconscious in that weird room. Maybe you've gotten a confusion. You did hit your head pretty hard. I did? When did that happen?
You forgot that too? Yesterday. That's day 31. You tripped and hit your head.
I don't remember that at all. Was it while I was looking for the bees? So what happened with the bees? Did you find any nest or hives anywhere? Nope, not a single one. Guess I was just being paranoid. Takumi, do you really not remember? Sorry, I don't remember a thing.
You were acting pretty strange back then. Maybe the damage is worse than we thought.
You take it easy today. It might come back to you once you rest up a little. Did Gi take over? Did whatever we get injected with, like, trigger Gi again? Sure. Whole thing still doesn't make much sense to me, but I did like they said and spent the rest of the day in my room. Time to go to bed. It's now the night of day 32. I'm missing a whole day worth of memories. I'm not gonna get them back just by thinking hard. Still, this is unsettling. What if I wake up with even more gaps in my memory tomorrow? When I think about it that way, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep. Why is this weird stuff still happening? We'd overcome one ordeal only to be faced with another right after. And here I thought being a sponsor meant our luck was starting to turn. No, being negative about it won't help me now. Gave my cheeks a light slap and took a deep breath to get myself together. But let a little something like this get me down. We'll never make it to day 100. I have to stay strong. I need to prepare to put everything on the line for my friends, just like Hiroko did.